This from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus and showing their fashion sense. Gotta make a grand entrance when you're on the road. The mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee, where we're coming to you from tonight. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. They've hit a little bit of a skid here, playing right around the league average now.
And checking out the Grizzlies, they're happy with this latest stretch of games. This is the time of year for optimism. At this point, anything is possible.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Grizzlies first found an identity with grit and grind. As a rookie, Jaren Jackson cut his teeth alongside Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. And he said, now it's next gen, but it's still the same sort of mentality. We take defense seriously. That's our staple. And when you do that, you usually win. Guys?
They do. Great philosophy and attitude. Thanks, DA. Well, we've seen a lot of workload adjustments with the top players in the past few years, Clark, especially when it's this early in the season.
Yeah, and that's probably a smart thing to do, Kevin. I really wish the league would cut back on the number of games, period. I know that's toothpaste that's already out of the tube, but I really believe if you cut 10, 12 games off the regular season, it would be great for everybody. Can't do it. It is a long season, so whenever you can massage minutes of your top players, I think that's a good thing.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets. Its opening lineup. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Campazzo in at the point. And for Memphis, the guard pair. It's Morant and Brooks. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. And it's Anderson in at the 3. Jackson the 3. That shot off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Shoots. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Brooks. Basket counts.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Campazzo, guarded by Morant, and a wide open look for Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Jackson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Campazzo, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Nuggets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Morant with it, now guarded by Barton. From 12 feet out, Porter pulls it in.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
And you watch Porter, unbelievable potential. He makes some plays that just leaves you shaking your head. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And again, Denver no good. And the team has talked Greg about having high hopes for Porter. What does he need to do, though, to reach that next level?
And frankly, more maturity is going to lead to greater consistency. He missed his only season in college, missed his first season in the NBA, and this guy's still making up for lost time.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Knocked loose. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Barton against Brooks. Pass to Anderson. Jackson dishes to Adams. Passes it to Morant. There's the drive. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Brooks kicks to Anderson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Porter.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
That free throw good from Anderson. Green, he's checked in for Porter. And both free throws good for Anderson. The Nuggets trail by 6. Campazzo, the pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Barton surveying the floor. Clock at 6. And the pass to Jokic. Over Brooks. Jokic, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Campazzo, guarded by Morant.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Yes, that goes in.
Hey, even by NBA standards, Jokic is a mountain of a man. 6'11", they list him at 284. That's almost a 1/7 of a ton, folks. The Joker can handle whatever contact he embraces. Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Green left side. On the wing, Gordon. Pass to Campazzo. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Campazzo, the pass to Jokic. Dish now to Barton. Anderson against Green. It's Barton on the wing. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Grizzlies. He was a non-factor. Hits the 3-point bomb.
A shot Barton can make, that one is. So if you're the defender, you have to at least honor that.
Morant outside. Kicks to Adams. Releases. And it's Morant missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Barton throws it down.
Excellent body control around the rim. Barton didn't let the defender distract him at all.
Up top, Morant. And he really played well against Denver.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Now here's Morant. He's got 9. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Jokic against Morant. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
You know, Greg, it is amazing the total effect Jokic has on the game.
And he's usually top 5 in triple-doubles now. He's really worked on his defense. And the scary part is he's still only in his mid-20s.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. Williams, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for John Morant.
One shot.
Free throw, good. Jokic. Clark's so unique to have a 7-footer like Jokic who makes everyone around him better.
He is so much fun to watch, Kevin. And he does make everybody better because he plays the game simply and effectively. He once said, a point makes you happy, but an assist makes you and your teammate happy. How about that? Jokic could probably average double-digit assists anytime he wants to. And I think it might happen before his career is done.
They get it back. Jokic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Jokic using that big body to his advantage. He's so skilled and crafty at getting the position he needs to corral those rebounds.
The Nuggets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Jokic has such a great basketball IQ, and his creativity is off the charts. He's capable of a triple-double just about every game.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Rivers. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 8 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Now here's Jones. Now here's Melton. Clark right side. Over Rivers. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here's Green. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jokic high post. Goes up to the stripe. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
First one falls for him. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Memphis leading. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw drops for Melton. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Morris outside. It's Jokic top of the key. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Clark. Tries again. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And you can see that rebounding is a focus for Clark, using that big body to his advantage there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Nuggets making a change here. Campazzo's checked in. That one misses for Clark.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Now here's Rivers. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Gordon missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Clark dishes to Jones. Wide open. Denver grabs the miss. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Campazzo, he's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Melton feeling it out a bit, and slam dunk by Clark.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And that comes off the assist by Jones. Melton's got 5 now.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Campazzo, the pass to Jokic. Dishes it to Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. He's tightly guarded. He gets that one. 11 points in the game.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
And that one's good by Clark.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now, here's Jokic. 26 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Baines checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And Denver with a change here, too. Najee's checked in. Memphis leading by 5. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Jones with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Pass to Tillman. He kicks it to Williams. Jones looking for an opening. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action after this word. And the 2021 League MVP, Nikola Jokic, discussed what brought him to this point.
But hustle, work, every day, twice a day. Just go out there on the court and do whatever you need to do to get better, and that's what I did.
He did indeed. Those long hours, Greg, in the gym are something the fans don't always recognize.
And even for a player like the Joker, who seems like a savant with the ball, it all comes back to the work.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Green is out there with Porter. Then it's Rivers. It's Najee in at the 5. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Nuggets, when healthy, are one of the league's elite teams. Aaron Gordon says we have championship aspirations. When you've got the Joker, you have a chance to win every single night. If we play our best, we have a good chance to go as far as we want to. Guys, I just want to go as far as throwing it back to you.
You can throw it to us anytime, and he is the defending MVP and plenty of players around Jokic. David, thanks. They are for real. Now here's Rivers following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. Williams with the block. Clark up top. He had 10 points in the win against Denver. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
And once you've played for 10 teams in your career, Clark, there should be some type of prize for perseverance.
Yeah, I hear you on that, Kevin, and I don't disagree with you. I mean, Jeff Green has always had tremendous talent. And just because you have great all-around skills doesn't mean you want to be a star or will be a star. Some guys are better suited to being complementary players, and I think that's who Jeff Green is and how he's been most comfortable with the teams that he's played on.
Free throw drops for Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Jackson has the open look. No good on the triple. And it's Porter with the ball for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Morant, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. The Nuggets also changing it up. Green comes in for Green, and Barton subbed in for Campazzo. Now here's Rivers. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Porter. Here's Najee. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Morant against Rivers. The pass to Bain. Clark left side. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Porter passes to Najee. From 13, doesn't go that time. And it's Memphis the other way. The feed now to Clark. Over Green, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
Barton passes to Porter. Here's Najee, guarded by Morant. Najee, good. Najee's got the game tied up here for Denver. Here's Morant, and then Morant slams it in.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Back to Green. Feeds it to Williams. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Morant against Barton. Porter outside. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bane passes to Jackson. Lets it go with a 3. Nailed from three-point land. And now a 7-point Grizzly lead. And here's Rivers. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Najee. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And that one's good by Clark.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Rivers. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. But the league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
Brooks kicks to Jackson to the left side wing. Morant against Morris. High post try, and it's Morant missing. The Nuggets trailed by 9. In the corner, it's Morris. And again, Denver no good. Memphis with the ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Jackson misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Barton, no luck. Memphis leading by 9. Jackson with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Denver.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 block shots over the course of the game.
Here's Bane. Here's Brooks. Here's Adams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low, teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
That free throw, no good.
And I've heard Adams is a big gamer, video games. I mean, he doesn't watch sports in his off time like a lot of guys. He'd rather have a controller in his hand.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Melton's checked in. And Denver with a change here, too. Jokic is checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
You know, there's a lot to be excited about with Porter. He's got a really special blend of size, athleticism, and advanced skill.
Now, here's Porter. 14 points from him the last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side.
Barton, no luck.
And really only because of injury did Porter fall to the 14th pick back in that 2018 draft.
Yeah, and if you remember, Greg, before the college season began that year, he was in the mix to be taken #1 overall. But you know what? The injury happened.
And focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Here's Porter. And that one drops for him. Porter's got 4 this quarter. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Melton. Poked loose. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Outside Gordon. Brooks up on top, guarded by Porter, and Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. So it's the Grizzlies now. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Jackson passes to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Morris against Morant. And here's Gordon from outside. And here are the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. That one goes in. And that's 13 points for Jokic.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And it's Gordon missing.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Jackson kicks to Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 21 in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Outside Porter. The three from Morris. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Morant against Morris. Ja Morant again. Morant's got 12 now in this quarter.
And the level of concentration. Morant looked under control despite being under heavy duress.
Jokic with it, guarded now by Jackson. Here's Porter, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And that one's good, Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And there's the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. The baseline J. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Morris has got his first bucket of the night. Now Melton. 5 points in the game. Brooks finds Anderson. Outside Jackson. Trying to get open is Brooks. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. He misses the free throw.
And you have to respect Jaren Jackson's toughness. This kid has had some early injury struggles, but he always returns to the floor determined to pick up right where he left off.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Tillman comes in for Dylan Brooks, and Jones subbed in for Morant. Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Facundo Campazzo comes in for Gordon, and he sinks the second. The Nuggets trail by 18. Campazzo, the pass to Porter. Kicks it to Green. Back to Porter. This one for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
And so it's Memphis with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He had 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, what was your take on Memphis?
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop. Nope. Just keep giving up open looks, letting the league get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all filled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Up at the forward spots, it's Anderson and Jackson. The guard pair, it's Morant and Brooks. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Martin passes to Campazzo. Outside, Porter. Pass to Campazzo. Just 5 on the clock. Over Adams, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Morant looking around. Trying to get open is Brooks, and the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got 29.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. I say arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about in their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening, and David, thank you very much.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Morant outside. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability. And with Aaron Gordon, we knew about his high-flying acrobatic.
Oh my goodness! That was special.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Campazzo, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Campazzo's got 8 points. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18. And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
And it's Morant with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's in there. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Jokic, and hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
Boy, I so enjoy watching Jokic play. I mean, really enjoying him tonight, scoring a bunch of points, and his offensive game is just a beautiful thing to behold.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Williams comes in for Anderson. And it's Bain in for Dylan Brooks. Denver also making some changes. Najee's checked in. And it's Austin Rivers in for Porter. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
That's good from Morant.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Here's Barton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steven Adams picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Nuggets have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Two shots.
First free throw is good.
You know, one of the things that's fun to watch, guys, is the evolution of a player. And Barton has really evolved into a solid player. Even though he was a second-round pick, he's come a long way.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Clark, the pass to Bain. To the paint, here's Adams, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Williams against Rivers. Over Williams, and he's on the money with his first shot today.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. And finished off by Morant.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And then finally takes it down for the finish.
You can mention the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Got a piece of it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
You look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message, one that says we're not giving up this lead.
And Memphis making a change here. Jones is checked in, and then for Denver, Green is checked in for Will Barton, and Morris subbed in for Campazzo. Rivers can't get it to go.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage. Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
And the basket by Jones.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Rivers finds Green, and here's Gordon. He's covered by Clark. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Back to Green. Shot to stop the run. Hits it from three-point range. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Jones against Morris. Here's Bain. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Green against Jones. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Morris against Jones. Morris dishes to Rivers. Denver passing it around. Baseline J on the way. Morris, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And it's Clark in the corner. Now here's Jones. 6 points for him. No good from 18.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. Some changes for Memphis. Tillman comes in for Adams. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Bain. And a switcher also for Denver. Jeff Green. He's checked in for Jermichael Green. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Tillman passes to Clark. Shot clock at 5. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Morris kicks to Gordon. Unloads, open and close, and nails it. Gordon's got 6 points.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
Clark outside. Here's Jones driving the lane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for Tyus Jones. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Rivers looking over the floor. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And it's been wonderful to watch Rivers develop into a veteran leader.
And he understands his role is evolving, the need to set an example for younger players. That said, he still plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
And he knocks down the first one. Porter's checked in for Denver. Rivers hits both of them. And here's Jones. He's got 8. From the baseline. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Williams with the block. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. Jones up top, covered by Morris. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got 7 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Najee passes to Morris. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. He blocks it again.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Morris dishes to Porter. Oh, Porter in position.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Jones with it. Guarded now by Morris. Williams passes to Clark. Pass to Melton. 6 on the shot clock. Porter with the block.
You know, one area where I think Porter Jr. has surprised a bunch of folks is his shot blocking. I mean, he's got a natural knack for doing it.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Kyle Anderson comes in for Williams. And Brooks subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Rivers hits both of them. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. There's the lob to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Memphis out in front, opening up a huge gap. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Nuggets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got Austin Rivers. Hole is out there with Green. And it's Dozier in at the 3. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Here's Brooks. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Brooks. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Rivers with it. Drives to the hoop.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He's off on the first. So we can't get either to fall. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Grizzlies. Brooks. It's rebounded by Dozier. And Clark, the NBA is supporting those players who use their platform for change. In 2021, the NBA created the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award.
Yeah, that sends a really powerful message because those who have followed the career of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was my idol as I was growing up, know that he not only performed at the highest level between the lines, but he has always been a voice and an activist for social justice, for education, for doing what's right and decent. His career outside of basketball clearly embodies what being about human rights is all about. So that's a really powerful message and one that I'm glad to see the NBA put forward.
Back to Anderson. Out to Brooks. Lets the three fly. And the three ball is good. Brooks has got 5 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Rivers can't get it to go. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Conchar. Right through the D for the layup. Here's Rivers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Can they get it? And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Culver's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Denver also making a switch. Campazzo's checked in for Rivers. He hits the second from the line. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Culver passes to Tillman. He kicks to Culver. Driving inside. Great D that time from Green. The Nuggets have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. Banked in off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Anderson outside. Lets it go. That one a little long. Denver shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Campazzo, the pass to Bull. Fires from the line. Again, the Nuggets score.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Now Culver. Tillman passes to Culver. And Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bain comes in for Anderson. With the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Inside, here's Adams, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Jones, passes it to Culver. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have
on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Back to Green. They shoot again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Here's Culver. It's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Denver making a switch here. Najee's checked in. On defense, Denver. Here's Conchar. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Poked away. And here's the fast break. Finishes the break with a slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Jones with the bounce pass. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Conchar. It's deflected.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Dozier can't get it to go. The Grizzlies shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Culver with it. Now Bowl defending. Got a hand on it. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
And the immovable object, once Adams gets position, he keeps it. That is a terrific rebound.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. Will Barton, he's checked in for Denver.
One shot.
And Adams, no good on that one. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. With the drive, here's Dozier. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Dozier's got his first 2 points of the night. The pass to Melton. Now here's Adams. Pass to Bain. Three-pointer. Barton with the rebound. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. Here's Conchar. Great playing most of your career in the 90s. The game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Here's Adams, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Culver. Anderson comes in for Bain. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for John Conchar. And it's John Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. Second free throw, no good. Nuggets shooting 43% from the field. Outside, Porter. Shot from free throw range, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Memphis leading by 23. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Barton in the corner. Pass to Najee. Shoots over Morant. Second shot opportunity. Najee, good.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Passes to Conchar. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Najee. Najee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now the pass to Dozier. Here's Najee. Over Morant. Najee, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 23.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Grizzlies.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And I felt like by making those sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series now. This win will move them to 2-0 on the season with 2 left to play against the Nuggets.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for John Morant.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brooks outside. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets on offense. To the inside. Culver with the steal. Morant outside. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Yeah. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.